सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सामगाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे दयोषित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि अग्निस्तेजो ददातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि इन्द्रियं ददातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि सूर्यो राजो ददातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
My pranams to the Holy Trio, my pranams to Maharaj, my pranams to the chief guest of the day, my pranams to the students and parents and volunteers of Samskar 2025. On behalf of Vivekananda Cultural Center, I welcome you all to the Valedictory session of Samskar 2025. Now we are going to witness a video showcasing glimpses of our summer camp.
யானைகள் எவ்வளவு இருக்கோ அந்த காடு வந்து வளமான பகுதிகள். அதே மாதிரி டைகர் வந்து ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் இருக்காங்க.
தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறோம். இதுல ஏதாவது டவுட் இருக்கா? இந்த செஞ்சுரிஸ்லாம் பேசணும் இல்லையா? இப்போ 1947 வந்து அப்படியே பின்னாடி கொண்டு போய் எங்க இருந்து நம்மளுடைய தர்மா வந்து எப்படி பாதுகாத்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம் அப்படின்றத நம்ம வந்து கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா
skill-based learning center. These are very much necessary. So we are able to introduce all these things. And so, however, go on bravely. Do not expect success in a day or year. Always hold on to the highest. Be steady. Avoid jealousy and selfishness. Be obedient. Be eternally faithful to the cause of truth, humanity, and your country.
Lotus, okay? Beach. Rich heritage.
moving on next, we shall have the group bhajans by students led by Srimati Vijayashri Amma along with the students.
राजाय विवेकानंद सूरये सच्चित् सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गजानना 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 जय गजवदना गजानना
is just a small word. We have witnessed the soulful rendering, and it was delightful to watch our dignitaries and parents tap their feet, immersing themselves to the soulful rendering of the bhajans. So I would like to thank Srimati Vijay Shri Amma and the students for their training and support. We shall now move on to the sharing of the experience or journey by the volunteers and the trainers. In no particular order, let me now call upon Srimati Nirmala Amma to kindly share her experience with us.
Good morning, Namaste. My name is Nirmala. I am praying and seeking the blessings of the Holy Spirit. And I am parents. I thank the VCC and the dedicated team of staff and my volunteers who were supportive in the successful completion of this summer camp at Vivekananda Cultural Center. And I thank the parents, relatives and friends who motivated their children to come forward to participate in the summer camp at the Vivekananda Cultural Center. A special thanks to the children who have gathered here, who made it possible to participate in all the activities right from the time they stepped in, to start with yoga or gymnastics to make them active, fresh, and then followed by a good breakfast to make them energetic, and then they all come down and settle in this prayer hall sharp in time to participate in the other activities that were assigned to them. And the day ended with divine, soulful, lively bhajans by one and all. So I extend my wholehearted thanks to one and all who have made this successful. Thank you all.
Thank you, Nirmala Amma, for sharing your thoughts and for being a pillar of strength and support. May I now call upon Kumari Nivedita to kindly share her feedback.
Good morning to one all present here. Pranams to Miraj, pranams to the Holy Trinity, to whom I seek the blessings, and hi to all my friends. I had a very delightful experience guiding you all, taking care of you all, and I also had the experience to learn from all your mentors as well as from all the resource persons who had guided you and taught you a lot. And thank you so much for VCC to giving me this opportunity, and thank you so much for the Holy Trinity for guiding me to do so. Thank you.
Thank you, Kumari Niveda, for supporting us all. Now, may I call upon Srimati Varsha to kindly share her feedback.
Namaskar. Namaskar. Parents and children, we all feel that mobile phone is a problem. This camp proved that the problem was not with the mobile phone. The problem was we don't know how to keep our minds engaged. And the mobile phone is not the cause of the problem, it is an escape route. So all of you remember that, okay? We all survived, right? 4.5 hours, we survived without a mobile phone, we did well, correct? So the problem is not the phone, the problem is how we utilize our time and our mind. And for me also it was a big challenge because I was wondering how to keep them engaged and not reach for the phone. But you all did it, right? Can we clap for you? So I'm reminded of a little story of a seed. You know, one little seed was lying in the ground. And every day people will stamp that seed. But that seed will look at the big trees and think, oh, can I become like that? But every day people are only stamping it. Nothing happened. Then one fine day, after all that stamping, the seed became very soft. And then suddenly it rained. Suddenly, the seed sprouted. And suddenly, over time, it became a very big tree. So all of you remember that creative visualization that you did? Remember that sheet? All of you remember to collect it. Whenever you are tempted to go near your phone, go back to that sheet and think, why did I do this? What is this sheet important? Why is this sheet important to me? Why did I stick this sticker? Because that sheet is what you are going to be when you grow up. right? So hang on to that sheet, keep it every now and then, look at it. If you get distracted, come back to that sheet. Okay? But congratulations, you all managed every day without a phone for 5 hours. Well done.
Thank you, Srimati Varsha, for being supportive throughout the summer camp. May I now call upon Srimati Uma Sharwani to kindly share her feedback.
My humble pranams to our Maharaj, then my pranams to our chief guest. எனக்கு கொடுக்கப்பட்ட நேரம் வந்து 2.25 மணி நேரம் 3 கிளாஸாக கொடுத்துருந்தாங்க. எனக்கு 2 இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்குது. ஒன்று, நம்ம தர்மத்தை பற்றி பேசுகிறதுல ரொம்ப அலாதி இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட். 2வது, நம்ம தேசத்தை பற்றி பேசுகிறது, நம்மளுடைய தேசத்தை, அதனுடைய பூர்வீகத்தை நம்ம தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறது வந்து ரொம்ப ரொம்ப பெருமையான விஷயம். அது இந்த காலத்து குழந்தைகளுக்கு எந்த அளவுக்கு ஆழமாக பதிஞ்சிருக்குன்னு நம்மளுக்கு தெரியாது. காஷ்மீரில் தொடங்கி படையெடுப்பு ஸ்ரீரங்கம் வரைக்கும் நாங்கள் பேசியிருக்கோம் இந்த கிளாஸில். இங்கிட்டு பங்களாதேஷில் தொடங்கி, அதே போல் பெங்காலில் தொடங்கி, இங்கிட்டு சூரத் வரைக்கும் முடிச்சிருக்கிறோம். ஸோ சின்ன சின்ன விஷயங்களை கொடுத்துருக்குறோம். இந்த குழந்தைகள் மனசில் வந்து ஏன் படையெடுத்து வந்தாங்க, என்ன நடந்தது அப்படின்ற ஆழமான கருத்தை பதிய வைக்கணுன்ற ஒரு நோக்கத்தில் இந்த கிளாஸ் வந்து நான் கொஞ்சம் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கிறோம். அதே நேரத்தில் ஒரு விஷயத்தை இங்கே நான் ஷேர் பண்ண விரும்புகிறேன். 2வது முக்கியமான ஒரு விஷயம் என்னென்னா, இவங்க மனசில் ஏன் தன்னை பற்றி அறிகிறது, தன்னுடைய குடும்பத்தை பற்றி அறிகிறது, தன்னுடைய சமுதாயத்தை பற்றி அறிகிறது, அதே போல் நம்மளுடைய தேசத்தை பற்றி அறிஞ்சிக்கிறதுன்றது மிக முக்கியமான விஷயம். அதனால சொல்லப்போனோம்னா 1947க்கு முன்னாடி நம்மளுடைய சுபாஷ் சந்திர போஸ் அவர் நம்மளுடைய இராணுவ படையை வந்து தோற்றுவிச்சார். அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன நடந்ததுன்னு நான் கேள்வி கேட்கும்போது ஒரு சில பேர் ஆன்சர் பண்ணது ரொம்ப மகிழ்ச்சியாக இருந்தது. உண்மை ஹிஸ்ட்ரி, அதாவது த ட்ரூ ஹிஸ்ட்ரி ஆஃப் இந்தியா அப்படின்றத தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுல ஒரு முக்கிய மோட்டிவாக சின்ன ஜிஸ்ட் கொடுத்துருக்கோம். இந்த கிளாஸ் எடுக்கிறதுக்கு எனக்கு வாய்ப்பு கொடுத்த நமது ராமகிருஷ்ணா மடத்துக்கு மிக நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக்கொண்டு என்னுடைய உரையை முடித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். தேங்க்யூ. ஜெய் ஹிந்த் பாரத்.
Thank you, Srimati Uma Sharwani, for the feedback. May I now call upon Dr. Matangi to kindly share her experience with us.
Namaste Maharaj, and good morning dear children. I had 3 sessions with them. It was really, for me, it was an eye-opener. As much as I just felt like how much they were into it. I was just asked, are they participative? The energy of them was so much that it was fantastic. We just started with a small thing like I take control of myself was the basic thing. But in the first one, how is my day? They started to reflect on their day, and they were beautifully, I would say, like they were very truthful and honest in identifying what were their time wasters, what were their to-do thing. I'm just hoping that the worksheets that they did, the things that we put the cross, I hope those are becoming lesser in number and there are no more crosses in your day, right? Yes? And then it made it as a mission possible with a goal setting, and it was so cute in the way they set their goal, right from I have to wake up early in the morning, sort of a thing, when I really felt like, yes, that is an achievable goal, and that one goal, if it is achieved, how many things they can achieve. A small belief. The thing was they were sincere with their practice. Because I was taking only once a week, from 1 week to the next week when they asked about how did you practice it. Because in the first session we had, you're going to meet your little baby self who is going to tell you what you have to do. Because you were such a cute chubby kid and now I have become you, and this is one advice that I want to give you. And they were so cute in telling like, this is what my baby self told me, like don't be lazy. That was so cute and genuine when they came out. And I asked them, did you do what your baby self told you? And they did. I did have a hand raise of a few of them as well, which was so genuine in it. And finally we came to you take the control of your life. And that was really, really very nice when they identified how from their goal they can achieve what is in their control to make themselves accountable. That was the most important thing that I had. And I loved the way they participated. And every day, we did have a fun game. And as soon as I come, they will ask, innike fun game unda. And that was like, I was just thinking, how much do they have the energy after doing yoga and all those things and coming here full energetic. Probably the yoga, bhajans, meditation, everything made them full life. I think it was a full packed 5 hours for them. And I had a blessed opportunity of them doing the Pada Puja for their parents. And that I was just reminded of my kids doing it for me. So it was so nice and so beautiful. And thank you, Maharaj, for giving me this opportunity. It was really for me from the college side to come this side. What an energy. I hope this energy is used constructively by each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Matangi, for sharing your feedback. And now may I call upon Srimati Vijayashree Amma to kindly share her feedback.
Namaste, Maharaj. Good morning, sir. I'm very fortunate to come for this summer camp. I thought how the sessions will be like. Every day we are having bhajans. So are the children got bored or they will be interested to learn every day. But after coming to these classes, I understood one thing. Every day there was a improvement in their singing, their interest towards music. I taught not only singing these songs, in between I was telling them how to create interest in music, how the music changes their life, how the music changes their mind, calms the mind, everything. So I think those tips have given them a good interest towards music. And yesterday I was really thrilled. The children were giving their feedbacks. So all the children especially mentioned that they were happy to attend the bhajan class. So I thank you. Really, I thank you everyone who cooperated with me. And I must thank Mahesh Maharaj. He has created wonderful pattern for this entire summer camp. He has designed every program. He has designed so that it will not be boring for you. A new thing, creative, everything. So I thank this opportunity, Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you, children.
Thank you, Srimati Vijayashree Amma. Now let's move on to the feedback session. We would like to hear from the students. So in no particular order, may I call upon Murari to kindly come and share his feedback.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. A very good morning to one and all present here. This is Murari Ramnath and I would like to present a summary and a feedback on Samskar 2025. This summer camp is a thoughtfully crafted program with the vision to foster holistic development among teenagers. The camp commenced on 2nd of May, involving students studying from 8th to 12th standard. On the 2nd of May, the program aimed to instill traditional Indian values and culture alongside sculpting the personalities of emerging youth of India. Samskar 2025 is set on a divine mission to harness physical, mental, intellectual and spiritual aspects of young minds. To foster our physical well-being, activities like yoga and gymnastics were offered. These activities help building flexibility, strength, coordination and inner calmness. In order to promote mental and emotional well-being, we were involved in activities like mindful art, bhajans, sloka chanting, meditation and group discussions. Exercises on self-awareness and concentration were also taught. These sessions have greatly helped us build creativity, concentration, empathy, clarity and composure. To help us sharpen our intellect and inculcate self-discipline, sessions on goal setting and time management are offered to us. We were introduced to Swami Vivekananda's life and teachings, which inspired us to lead a life on a normal, moral and ethical path. The exciting part of the summer camp was the traditional art session, including Mala Gartana and Thoranam making. We were also given the opportunity to interact with eminent personalities, enabling us to gain rich insights from their rich life experiences. Above all, we, the participants of Samskar 2025, experienced a serene ambience along the seashore and thoroughly enjoyed the healthy and tasty breakfast served with love and care. The atmosphere, vibing with optimism and divinity, truly kept us glued to this place throughout the summer camp period. We would like to place our heartfelt gratitude and pranams to our teachers for their selfless love in guiding and coaching us to becoming better humans of tomorrow. We express our love and gratitude to our parents and VCC team for making our summer holidays memorable and purposeful. We eagerly look forward for Samskar 2026. Thank you all. Namaste.
Thank you, Murari, for the wonderful feedback. May I now call upon Hiba to kindly share your feedback.
A delightful morning to everyone here. I am Hiba Tamida from class 9. I feel truly delighted to stand before you today and share my unforgettable experience at the summer camp. I attended the summer camp here at Vivekananda Cultural Center. I really enjoyed the summer camp, which was filled with fun activities, games, and many classes. It was much interesting and I got to make new friends and learn something new and exciting. My favorite activity here was gymnastics. I liked it because it's a sport and a form of exercise that develops strength, coordination, and physical condition. Gymnastics is a fun and effective way to improve physical skill and well-being. They also taught us meditation, yoga, mindful art, bhajans, mantras and shlokas, and krida games. We also learned life skills like public speaking, daily prayer and its importance, effective communication, importance of education and sacrifice, mental and social strength, creative visualization are the few more which we learned here. They also gave a seminar on Know What You Eat, Indian law and youth safety, and lessons by body changes and hygiene. These helped me feel more confident, creative, and kept me active overall. They also strengthened my physical and mental health and created a knowledge about Chitta and Buddhi. It was totally a different experience learning about devotional life and about our soul. The mentors and volunteers were really nice, helpful, friendly, and very supportive. I also like to thank the team who provided us with healthy food and also the photographers who clicked pictures of our precious moments and made them into memories, and the whole team who were behind to help us. I would also like to thank Swamiji for giving us this opportunity. Overall, this is an excellent camp which I have attended, hoping and looking forward to join the upcoming year. Thank you.
Thank you, Hiba, for summing up your experience. May I now call upon Sanjay Aditya to share his thoughts.
Good morning to one and all present here. I am Sanjay. I would like to sincerely thank the organizers and teachers for conducting such a wonderful and enhancing summer camp. The entire experience was thoughtfully designed and deeply impactful. A special appreciation to the teachers who displayed great dedication and patience. Their effort in guiding us, especially in areas like gymnastics and technology, traditional activities, crafts, made learning both fun and meaningful. The balance of physical activities and culture exposure was truly commendable. The soulful bhajans brought peace and spiritual connection each day. They reminded us of the important devotion and added a calm and joyful rhythm to the camp. The session on moral thoughts and engaging games helped us reflect on values like honesty, respect, and teamwork. The feedback session led by Director Maharaj Ji was very inspiring. His kind words, wise insight, and encouragement made us feel seen, appreciated, and motivated to continue growing. Overall, this camp was a perfect blend of physical fitness, culture, values, and spiritual upliftment. We are grateful to have been a part of it and carry back memories and lessons that will stay with us. Thank you and have a fabulous day.
Thank you, Sanjay, for the detailed feedback. May I now call upon Navadipika to share her feedback.
Good morning to one and all present here. I'm Navadipika. I'm going to share my feedbacks to you all. Attending the summer camp at the Vivekananda Cultural Centers has been a truly enriching and unforgettable experience. This camp was not just about spending the summer camp holidays. It was about learning, growing and discovering the strength within ourselves. From very first day, I was inspired by the atmosphere of positive discipline and enthusiasm. The sections were well organized and balanced. We had yoga classes and gymnastic classes every morning, which helped improve both physical and mental strength. Learning about the teachings of Swami Vivekananda made me reflect on important values like courage, honesty, discipline, and service to others. His life stories deeply touched me and gave me new perspective on how to face challenge with confidence and calmness. Apart from spiritual and personality development, we also participated in group activities, games, storytelling, arts, and cultural performance. These fun-filled sections helped us develop team spirit, creativity, and especially I enjoyed the meditation section, which taught me a new experience. This camp has helped me to grow as a person. I feel more confident, more aware of my inner potential, and more connected to our cultural roots. I thankful to Enach chance to be part of this beautiful journey. Thank you.
So that was Navadipika who shared her thoughts with us. And now may I call upon Sharada to kindly share her thoughts.
Good morning to everyone. I am J. Sarda. Today I am going to tell about how the Samskar camp went. It was very useful to come and I learned many other activities like yoga, gymnastics, bhajan, mindful art, Indian innovation, 3D games, Mala Gradana, meditation, communication, stories about Ramayana, Swamiji's speech, Varsha ma'am classes and Matangi ma'am classes, etc. And I learned a basic thing that after eating we should clean the plate. I thank the volunteers and teachers who taught us discipline, focus and concentration, and I learned many valuable things by coming here. I enjoyed this summer by coming here. Thank you all.
So that was Sharada for us. Moving on to the next session, we have an instrument, keyboard, played by one of our participants, Sujay. Over to you, Sujay. Thank you, Sujay, for playing the instrument. I literally had goosebumps when he started playing the instrument, and I hope you all had the same experience. Now, we shall move on to the feedback session from the parents. I may call upon Srimati K. Revati to come here to share her feedback.
Namaste everyone. Namaste sir. Myself Revati. I am a mother of Mridula. Actually, the main thing I just want to share is we are traveling from Chengalpet. Almost it takes 2 hours, minimum 2 hours to reach here. And my daughter, she never felt bored or she never hesitated to come here. Every day she wakes up at 5 o'clock and we have to catch the 6 o'clock train. If we miss the 6 o'clock train, she will feel very bad about it actually. Mridula. So that one thing actually we just got from here. The traveling, she never hesitated and it was never bored for her, it seems. She was so much of engaged with the work, whatever she's doing, she's enjoying as well. After coming to home, she used to say that we did that. That experience, we feel very happy about it by listening these things. So happy for the opportunity. We are expecting that not only her, all the students should apply whatever learning you had here in your life, it should proceed till your lifetime. So that makes you all very good citizen, right, of India. So, all the best to everyone. Succeed in your futures. Thank you. Thank you.
Vanakkam. When I was searching about some kind of summer program last month, luckily I think this is one of the best result in Google search I got about knowing about this program. And I got a video from the admin office, a 4 minutes video. At the end of the video, it mentioned that this program is for nation building and preparing our children for this nation building. So then I convinced my wife, because I could not come here. So I some way I have to convince my wife to take my children here. She kept aside her job for 21 days and almost like my other sister told, she traveled 100 kilometers every day along with the other people. And our children also joined this program. Certainly, and seeing the eminence who joined in this program, I got literally goosebumps. All this I never thought. It's kind of another program I thought, but seeing the IAS officer, naval officers, and other dignitaries till date, it is very surprising and I shocked. One thing I can commit is I want to make sure that I will give enough support to my children to take it forward, the learnings of this program. If my child comes next year as a volunteer here, it will be literally, because volunteering is not another activity, it's purely out of devotion, something we do. And this devotion will take us forward irrespective of any situation, because devotion is like a boat. It is my learning in my life. I request everybody, children, whoever it is, to take this program forward and make our nation great. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shankar Kumar. May I now call upon Colonel Sudhan to kindly share his feedback.
Good morning, dear parents and my dear children. I am Colonel Sudhan. I am from the army, and I used to go every day on a run in the morning about 4:30 in front of the cultural center. One fine day I saw a poster coming up there that there is a summer camp. So I thought maybe I'll tell my son, he's not staying with me here. So I just thought that I'll tell him and ask him whether he wanted to attend it, because he was interested in swimming and horse riding and being an army person. I had access to all of them. But when I said to him that there is something which is there and would you like to go there, he said that I would like to attend this. I was actually taken aback for a second, because his summer camps were scheduled in Wellington and where all it has been scheduled. But suddenly when he said that, Dad, I want to go here, I don't know what inspired him to come to this place, but still, because last minute I was told to give a feedback, so I just wanted to culminate everything what is given and what he has taken up from this place. The first thing what he has done was, when he came back on the first day, he said that, Dad, I just wanted to note down what is there in the summer camp. I said, fine, go on. So he had maintained a journal for himself that what exactly happens in the summer camp, so that in future I will look into what happened here and then I will look into it. I think that was one of the most positive attitude which he has developed in this summer camp. So he had a very enriching experience in the summer camp. Thank you, Maharaj, for this organizing for the small children. At this stage, focusing into the nation building is something which is very many summer camps don't think about it. It provided a blend of cultural and spiritual learning, and it also gave a moral education to the child. I saw that when he comes back every day. One thing which I wanted to, before getting off this, I wanted to share is that when he came back, I used to ask him that what all did you do, how did you do, and all these things. So, who is the person who has taught bhajan? I don't know. He was very specially interested into it. I don't know why. What was the reason which he got into it? He was telling that, Dad, when I go into it, when I listen to it, I felt very rejuvenated. And this is one thing which I didn't expect from him. The other one is the installation of the values of discipline which was there, the respect, honesty, which I used to take at least about half an hour while going from here to the island ground, because every day morning I used to come drop him and then I used to take him back, and when going from here back to the island ground, we used to have a private chat between both of us, and he used to tell that today we heard a lecture about respect and we had a lecture about honesty and all that. And one thing which every time he used to tell was that today we had something, it is something like a service to others. I said, what do you mean by service to others? He said that it is done in so many ways. It is service. It is not a child or a big man which is done, but still it is service to others. I said, how many people are doing there? I said, everybody is doing there. I said, maybe that's a small mind which is working on it, but still I found it very profound. And when I see the messages which has come from the second or the third day, what are the things which I had done here, it was very enlightening, and they were, I think it was a very structured designing. Whoever has thought for it had a very structured, and initially starting from a very normal phase, in the medium you got caught with the pace, and at the end it was slightly a hectic kind of thing which has been done. The instructors also I have seen were slightly pushing the child, which was good. In that 20 days, you have to cram up the complete curriculum and you have to give it to them in a nutshell. It has been a very thoughtful, this one. Engaging activities like bhajans, yogas, and there were storytelling which was there, and the people who come from outside, who were eminent people who had come and given this thing. I hope he returned with a very deeper understanding and a more positive attitude. I thank the Vivekananda Cultural Center heartily for doing such a wonderful program for the kids as such in this age. And this is the right time for nurturing them into this kind of concern. And I'm also grateful for the organizers and the teachers for giving such a meaningful experience to the child. And I hope this particular thing will shape their future and their character very much. I thank you all wholeheartedly for doing this wonderful job. I thank my son and all the kids. Be blessed by all the spiritual things which are there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Colonel Sudhan, for the insightful feedback. May I now call upon Mr. Pannir Selvam to kindly share his feedback.
Let me to introduce myself. I too from the uniform service. I too an ex-serviceman from the CRPF. That means paramilitary force. Presently I do serving in Tamil Nadu Police, CCB, Cybercrime. And my son, Yashant, who having the name of Yashant, but only Yashant is name, but Shant is not there. What about I know very well about him. And after that, after my retirement from the earlier department, now I do serving in the Tamil Nadu Police, and I used to commuting this beach road only to reaching the commissioner office and come back to home. And I thought myself, I missed the opportunity. What about I have an elder son who missed the class. If he attend the class, he to get some enlightenment from this summer camp. What about there are number of summer camps I came across from my earlier department also. What about in the Avadi, I just used to stay back in the CRPF camp in the Avadi. That time also they conducted a summer camp. That summer camp and this summer camp comparing, that is a huge difference. That is a huge difference. What about, they are used to, the SARS also now the number of uniform service persons also sitting here and watching. And that summer camp, we are how to use and survive in the what we call the forest area, and how to survive in the single man do something happened in our life. But where I am staying here, that is different. What about they are going to taught what is the national building? That is the different. And right from their life, whether starting from the study and up to reaching the level, and what is the scope of study and how we will going to serve the nation. That is the matter. So that I thought myself, I achieved something. After 10 days back, one of my quarters area, the family told, there is some different from Ashant activities. I thought, yeah. So I got the achievement where I just sent an achievement. So I got really proud of it. And moreover, those areas you called, I got myself very shocked to hear the lecture from the collector sir and some high dignitaries from the railway department and some from ITD and more in the Dr. Madangi madam, yeah, Madangi madam also here. I got myself surprised whether this is a summer camp or something else to taught our students very valuable thing and the national building. And I might kindly request to all of you, whenever you are going to come across the uniform person, say yourself very proudly, Jai Hind. Okay, just I want to say it to all. What about the Jai Hind is originating from the Tamil Nadu, Kanyakumari. So, once again I am going to say, thanks to give the opportunity to share my experience. Thanks, Maharaj. Jai Hind, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Panniselvam. It was nice to hear from you. May I now call upon Mr. Ramanathan to kindly share his feedback.
Good morning to one and all present here. Namaste to Maharaj and dignitaries. I really thank this opportunity. I am very happy to be here. I thank the students for making this event a very successful one. Definitely, I would say that there is a huge effort from the VCC to guide the children, right? So I feel that this is a holistic program which has been bestowed to us, and it's a great opportunity for all the students, because I feel that body, mind and soul alignment is very important. We are talking about becoming a good citizen. So I think this is the best way to best thing that can be done for the students. I'm really happy because I'm hearing from parents coming from different locations. I myself, I was in Kelambakam some time back, and I used to think about coming to VCC, bringing my children, but fortunately I am here now and my children are here. So I feel that man proposes and God disposes. So it's by the grace of God, we have got an opportunity and we are able to pass on this good culture to students. So I'm very happy for this opportunity. I thank all the students. I wish them all good luck, and thanks a lot for the parents for encouraging us. Thank you. Thanks a lot for the opportunity.
So that was Mr. Ramanathan for us, for sharing his feedback. And now it's time to introduce our chief guest for the day. It is my immense pleasure and honor to introduce a very special chief guest with us today, Rear Admiral Satish Shenoy, Nausina Medal, the Flag Officer commanding Tamil Nadu and Puducherry areas, as our chief guest for this valedictory function of the summer camp, whose presence truly graces this occasion. Rear Admiral Satish Shenoy sir is a senior most naval officer of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry regions. Sir is also known for his dedication to the nation with more than 30 years of excellent service. And experience in Indian Navy. Throughout his career, Rear Admiral Satish Shenoy sir always emphasized the importance of holistic development and his values perfectly, which align with the spirit of our summer camp, nurturing creativity, discipline, and teamwork in young learners. We are truly honored to have him here with us today to share his wisdom, encourage our campers, and guide them as they conclude this enriching journey. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Rear Admiral Satish Shenoy, Flag Officer commanding Tamil Nadu and Puducherry area. I now humbly request our chief guest to kindly address the gathering.
Morning everyone, all the teachers, Swamiji and Maharaj sitting here, all the volunteers and teachers, parents and my dear children. It's indeed an honor and joy for me to be here at the valedictory function of the aptly named summer camp. Samskar means values. So first of all, heartiest congratulations to Vivekananda Cultural Center for taking this wonderful initiative towards nation building, as rightly pointed out by most of the parents. I'll keep it very simple and short, but I'll speak dil se. मैं दिल से बात करता हूँ. My dear children, and my entire talk is concentrated towards you. Why? I'll come to know about. India is both nation and country. There's a difference between a nation and a country. This is a homework for you. Please find out what is the difference between nation and a country. But luckily, India or Bharat is both nation and a country. And it's a very, very young, vibrant democracy. Only 75 years plus. That's all. We are on right path to become Vikasit Bharat by 2047, provided you all present here play a constructive role in shaping the destiny of our beautiful nation called Bharat. Our nation has and is one of the youngest population in the world. The world all over is aging, but our nation is very, very young. Our median age is between 28 to 29 as compared to 38, 39 of China and USA, 45 in the Western Europe and 49, 50 in Japan. So if you compare the nation's young age as compared to all the developed nations, we have an added advantage. Since 2018, India's working population, which is between the age of 15 and 64, has grown larger. And this population is our plus point. This bulge in the working age population will last till 2055. So this group of people sitting here will play a very, very important role in the destiny of our nation. So for us, for you, the window of opportunity is available only for the next 3 decades. And this wonderful demographic dividend is to be used by all of us to our advantage. What are the obstacles? As pointed out by one of the volunteers or the teacher, is the unhealthy lifestyle. We unnecessarily try to ape the Western culture and copy the Western thoughts without realizing that so much of in-depth knowledge and wisdom is there in our own culture. Next is the higher screen time. on our mobile. It is not a good thing, my dear friends. It is certainly not a good thing. The same time can be utilized on the sports field or any other art or culture. Drugs and alcohol. Parents can know this, that drugs are freely available in Chennai. How do they come from? They come from the northern borders. Ramnathpuram or the Rameshwaram is the launching pad. From they go to Sri Lanka and then they go to various countries. And we are watching it on a day-to-day basis. Can you do something about it? The armed forces and other agencies are doing something about it. But unless the consumers, the users decide not to consume them, it will be a, battle which will be lost after a few decades. Another thing is that 50% of the payment which is done towards consumers of these drugs is utilized by the terrorist. So when Pahalgam happened, the 50% of that finances would have come from the drug trade. So all the children, please remember this and never get into drugs or any kind of alcohol. Not respecting mental health is one of the obstacle for our nation building. Physical health, mental health and spiritual health, they complement each other. I'm sure the teachers would have covered this. I'll tell you a story of a jar which will teach you why it is important to be transparent in life. So this was the first lesson in one of the management school. I will not name the school. Let's say I am Indore. And the teacher or the guru had kept a transparent jar on the table. And he started the story saying that our life should be as transparent as this jar. He had kept few tennis balls, few pebbles, and wraith, sand from Marina Beach. And there was a jar there with 2 cups of coffee and 2 empty cups. And he started the story, the management lesson. He told the students that it is important to put the tennis balls in our life first. And the jar is the life, and he started putting the tennis ball. After about 3 or 4, the jar could not take furthermore any kind of tennis balls. Then he started putting the pebbles, stones. A little bit of shaking of the jar, it created a space. He put some more stones. Then he started putting the sand. The sand automatically took the space and the jar was full. Then he started this lesson. He says that, he told everybody that these tennis balls are the most important things in your life. First is your health, your family, your education, and your passion. Don't worry about career and all that. These are you have to give your life to, you have to give utmost importance these 4 things in life. These are your tennis balls. Other things are, pebbles. What kind of phone you use, what car you use, how much bank balance you have, those are stones. And wraith, some of you may use Samsung mobile, some of you may use iPhone, some of you may use Wagoner, and some of you use some other hi-fi car. Some of you stay in 2 BHK flat. Some of you may be having a huge bungalow. So the bungalow or the best high-end car or the iPhone series phone and all those things are wraith, sand. It is not important. The most important thing is your health, your family, your education and your passion. You can't put things ulta. You can't put your car first and then your education. There will not be any space for tennis balls in the jar. So this is a lesson please carry from today, that give importance to your health. What you eat is extremely important. What you read is much more important than what you eat. So feed your mind correct thoughts. Physical health, mental health and spiritual health. As somebody covered, sports, very, very important aspect of our life. We should spend a lot of time on the sports field. When I was a kiddo, I think we used to spend 2-3 hours every day on the sports field. Now people spend that much time on the video game, which is not required. The best lessons, leadership lessons, are learnt on the sports field. The sacrifice, team spirit, how to give up. The best lesson one can learn on a sports field is how to gracefully accept the defeat. The defeats will happen in life. You know, there will be always lows in life. But if you are a real true sports person, it will teach you how to accept those lows in life, and you will overcome them and would be a winner. We all learn value system at 3 stages. The most important value system is given by our parents. No father or mother will teach his or her child wrong things in life. We must listen to our parents. Please. That's the most important value system. The second important value system is given by our gurus or the teachers, or like these summer camps, and we learn many values in life. And the third important value system is taught to by our institution, wherever you work, Army, Navy, Air Force, CRPFs, banking world, corporate world, Mahindra, etc., hotel industry, teaching profession, etc. All 3 value system complement each other. But if you give value to the sanskars in life, you may not go wrong anytime. My dear students, passion quotient and emotional quotient is important than intelligence quotient. In today's world, IQ is not at all important. What is important is the PQ and the EQ. My both children, I have 2 kids. One is pursuing music in Goa, and second is in NIT Trichy pursuing maths major. We never send them for any of the academic coaching camp. Trust me. Never ever send them to any of the coaching camps. We never told them you should get 80%, 85%, 90% and all that. We allowed them to, build their own character. Girne do unko, gir ke utne do unko. So my daughter learned about music. She did her Bachelor of Performing Arts from Nasimji. Then in Western music, then she learned about painting. Right now she learned about cooking also, and she is working as an assistant chef in one of the vegan academy in Goa. She conducts her gigs also, and also conducts online classes on music. So everybody doesn't have to become an IS officer or anything else, and money is not everything in life. Yes, it is important in life. It is something in life, but money can never buy you everlasting happiness and joy. And I am speaking from my experience. So this is what we taught to our kids. So why I am saying this to you? Because we try to compare our life with each other. We need to be happy in what we are doing. We need to enjoy what we do, and we should do what we enjoy. As somebody said, problems will always happen in life. But most of the root cause of our problem in life is the temptation in life and the comparison in life. So there is an old Persian proverb which says that I cried because I did not have shoes till I saw a person without feet. We must count the blessings in life rather than comparing ourselves. We'll always fall in this trap of temptation. उसके पास और भी अच्छा है इसलिए मुझे ये चाहिए. नहीं, not required. So if you have the first value system which is very strong, children can never go wrong. I am not against Western culture, but we should not allow our kids to fall into the trap of the Western culture. Because finally habits are something which develops our character and then our destiny. Sometimes the Western cultures teaches us something which is very wrong. It's about the class. This is classy. Going to a 5-star hotel or a fine dine restaurant is considered as a class act. We can enjoy simplicity, and simplicity is also a class act, and you can get the same joy or happiness by having a cup of tea in a roadside dhaba also. So that amma, the Chan who's making that cup of tea or a coffee, filter coffee, is would be much better than what we have it in the 5-star environment. So simplicity is also an act, and I would request all the children to practice this, act. One doesn't have to wear the branded clothes, branded watches or shoes or a branded car. Why I'm saying this? Because generally there is a demand from the children to their parents because they watch this in the school. उसके साथ वाला जो है ना कुछ पहन के आता तो बोलता है कि मुझे भी चाहिए. It's not required. This may not be, I'm sure few of you must be aware that our happiness quotient in life is driven by 4 chemicals in the body. Are you aware? Can you name at least one? Any of the science students? Dopamine, one of that. Absolutely right. So it is dopamine, serotonin, endorphin and oxytocin. So how do you generate dopamine? So if you have an intense physical activity, yoga or cycling, running or something like that, or sports, if you write some goals and then if you achieve those goals in life, or celebrating small achievements in life, if you enjoy your great meal, dopamine is activated and you become happy. Serotonin is because of the meditation, outdoor tours, you go on a picnic, exposure to the sun. If you have a 1-hour walk in a hot sun, social gatherings like this, class gatherings or the get-togethers between the classmates, then you generate the serotonin. Endorphin is because of the music, laughter, art. You go to a barber shop and tell that barber, champi kar do, massage kar do, mast peki. It's the chemical get activated. You become very happy. Oxytocin is just by hugging each other, physical affection, a simple hug. Why are you smiling? It actually does. Just the, hug your friend nicely with nice feeling and the oxytocin will be generated. Social interaction, so all these 4 chemicals, why I'm saying this? Because many of us are not aware of this. So by doing this thing, actually the body is made up of these 4 chemicals, happy chemicals, and our happiness quotient is dependent upon this. There are various systems in our body. They are made up of cells. Those cells are made up of molecules. Those molecules are made up of atoms. Those atoms are made up of subatoms. And those subatoms are made up of tiny particles. That girl is having a doubt, but it's a fact. And these tiny particles, they vibrate at a particular frequency, and therefore you like someone's company, and if you like someone, you do not like someone's company. You say that, yaar, iska mera chehra acha nahi lagta. I don't want to be in this chap's company. Because you will always be in a company of a person who will give positive energy. Therefore, it is very, very important to have a good environment. Wherever you work, whenever you study, this is the responsibility of the parents also and the students also to have that correct environment. The only advice we gave, both my wife and me, to our children was, watch your company. That's all, nothing else. Just watch your company and things would be fine. Because the company of friends will generate the correct environment or the wrong environment. There's a difference between living a life and living for a life. So I was watching keenly all these students. When people were giving feedback, the students were giving feedback. Some of them were very, very hyperactive. So they were not living the moment. They were thinking about the next, what I am going to speak when my turn will come. So a few of the parents also were busy on mobile. It's important that when you come for an event like this, you should give complete time to your ward or a child. That is living a moment. So living a life. So you should sacrifice everything and leave the moment. It is extremely important to be in the present, as one of the volunteers said. Someone has said that past is a history, future is a mystery, present is the God's present. We must enjoy the moment. Whatever you should do, you must enjoy it. One of the most important indicator how happy you are, I'm speaking from the experience, is how much time you take to sleep. You know, if you're moving around left, right, upar, niche, I am not going to ask this question how much time you take to sleep, but I sleep less than 5 seconds. Because I was so lucky to learn this lesson very early in my life, not to carry anything to the bed. No worries to the bed. So, Ashutosh is my colleague. I don't mix up professional and personal relationship. In personal relationship, he is my dear friend. But if Ashutosh makes any professional mistake, I will not hesitate to pull up him. So that is the difference we follow. So, but I don't carry him to my room or my home. When I leave my office, I leave everything. Somebody just now said about forgiving or something like that. It's very, very important to forgive a person. The life is so materialistic that we will get insulted. We will get bullshitted by somebody for no rhyme and reason sometimes. It is important to forgive. Because once you forgive that person, you are not carrying the weight. Otherwise, you will carry his weight on your shoulder wherever you go. In the bus, in the metro, while driving the scooter, hotel, bedroom, everywhere you are carrying that chap. It is important to throw away that weight. How many of you have seen the movie Jab We Met? You saw? Very nice. Jab We Met? I'm asking a wrong question. This is Tamil population. So actually I don't know Tamil movies. But Jab We Met is about Kareena Kapoor and Shahid Kapoor movie. So it's a very, very romantic movie. And in which there's a one scene of that movie which has impacted my thought process, is when Kareena Kapoor flushes the photograph of her ex-boyfriend. She just flushes the photograph and gone, and he's gone from her life. It is important to forgive people as fast as possible, so that you sleep as fast as possible. And today onwards, you check yourself, how much time do you take? And if you sleep in lesser time, you will be very, very refreshed and fresh next day. Okay. There is one movie, I'm not remembering the title, but that of Deepika Padukone and Ranbir Kapoor, I think. Ye Jawani Ye Diwani, dekho. Okay, so inko yaad hoga. There is one scene when Kareena Kapoor wants to see a sunset at one of the fort in Rajasthan, but Ranbir Kapoor has booked tickets for the light and sound show. So he wants to take her to the light and sound show. He said, he tells Kareena Kapoor, अरे वो बहुत ढांचू है, ढांचू मतलब बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत ढांचू लाइट एंड साउंड शो है, वो मिस हो जाएगा, मैंने टिकट्स लिए है. तो करीना कपूर नहीं, अपना दीपिका पादुकोण सेज, सो इफ यू डोंट वरी, बनी इज नहीं, तो बनी अगर हम वो मिस हो जाएगा, वहाँ जाएंगे तो ये जो ढांचू सनसेट है वो मिस हो जाएगा. लाइफ में कुछ ना कुछ तो मिस हो ही जाएगा. We cannot get everything in life. We have to, and therefore it is important. So and then she tells him, let us enjoy the sunset. And then he enjoys it. So that is important, that it is important to enjoy the moment and live in the present. There are 3 lessons my parents taught me, best lessons. No leadership book will have it, no self-help book will have it. I'm sharing with all these students. First lesson, the biggest joy is joy of giving, caring and sharing. Sharing your knowledge, giving your space, giving your time, sharing your meal. Just do this, keep doing this. When somebody comes in your life and asks for any help, he is a God-sent person, and the God is testing you. If you do something for someone whom you do not know and he cannot make a difference to your life, but you still help somebody, that means your character is really good. And when you start doing such thing, you will become really happy. Second is, they taught us, is the highest currency in the world is to ensure human dignity and human respect. Respecting our teachers, respecting our parents, respecting our friends, giving that dignity of labor to the amma who sweeps the floor in your school, the person who rings the bell, the gatekeeper, the watchman. You know, these are the people, they come from a somehow economically lower strata of the society. How you treat them respectfully, and you know, that is the highest currency. And the third lesson they taught us was the biggest bank balance is how many hearts you touch before you switch off from this earth. How many blessings you seek, you know. So it's really important you can learn something from these three lessons which my Ai Baba taught both me, my sister. To sum up, I will quote what Swami Vivekananda has said. I make my own destiny. What he said, what he meant was that our thoughts make our actions make our habits make our character, and character decides our destiny. हमारे जो विचार है उनसे हमारे कार्य बनते हैं, हमारे जो कार्य है उनसे हमारी आदतें बनती है, हमारी जो आदत है उनसे हमारा चरित्र बनता है, और जो हमारा चरित्र है वही हमारा भाग्य बनता है. तो आपको किसी एस्ट्रोलॉजर के पास जाने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं. मरीना बीच के ऊपर और वहाँ बीच के ऊपर मैं भी गया, बट आई वेंट टू गिव दैट 300 रुपीज़ टू द लेडी, नॉट टू सी माई सी. सो एक तोता आया, तोते ने एक पत्ता निकाला, एक भगवान का फोटो आ गया, and she said something in Tamil, and there was a gentleman who was translating in Hindi and English. I felt happy about it because it made her day because 300 rupees. But I didn't want to check what is there in my nasib, because मेरा नसीब मैं खुद लिख रहा हूँ. ये याद में रखना, and आपका नसीब भी आप खुद लिखेंगे. So finally, it's important to give importance to passion quotient and emotional quotient than IQ. It is important to give priority to character over reputation. Reputation is created by others. Character is the man and the woman in the mirror. It is important to give priority to the integrity than honesty. Honesty quotient is created by others. Integrity is what you are. You cannot make a fool out of that man in the mirror. It's important to treat education, give priority to education over literacy. Literacy is all about 80%, 90%, gold medal, merit list. Education is whether you throw chocolate wrapper on the road, do you spit on the road, do you urinate on the road, whether you wear seat belt while driving, whether you wear helmet while driving a scooter, whether you talk on the mobile while driving, whether you follow the traffic rules or not. That's a sign of education. You may be MBA gold medalist, but if you're crossing the road, red light, then you're not educated. So this is for all the future citizens who will create the destiny of India. It's important to give priority for wisdom over knowledge. Knowledge will be given by your respective teachers, various educational institutions, but you cannot have the same template everywhere. You have to change the template. The application of knowledge is wisdom. So please give priority to the wisdom. It's important to give priority to attitude over ability. If you study the life of Vinod Kambli and Sachin Tendulkar, both of them started together. Vinod Kambli was a far, far better batsman than Sachin Tendulkar. You see, where is Vinod Kambli and where is Sachin Tendulkar? If you have to ape somebody with regard to character, then it is none other than Rahul Dravid. You see how simple that person is, you know. So it is important, and please remember that 85% of your success in life will come because of your attitude, not because of the ability. And finally, the most important word in life is we. W-E, we, and not I. Never tell somebody that I did this, I want to do this. No. You are here because of your parents. You will be there because of your teachers and your colleagues and your bosses and your teammates. So whenever you say something, you always say that we want to do this rather than I want to do this. Most important word is we and not I. Few advices. I am, bound to give advice because I am slightly older than you. About to retire after 1 year. So time is money. Time is life. Do not waste and respect others' time also. Get up early. In Bharatiya Sanskriti, I was very happy to see that mother sharing seeing 5 o'clock, unki beti uth jati, Manjula or somebody, she gets up at 5 o'clock. That's a wonderful thing. Huh? Mridula. By Bharatiya Sanskriti, you were supposed to get up at during the Brahma Muhurta. I'll ask a simple question, common sense question. Which is the heaviest meal we are supposed to have? Huh? Breakfast. How many for breakfast? How many for breakfast? Okay, hands down. How many for lunch? बहुत खाता है ये. Those boys are right actually. Ayurveda says that the quantity of the meal is dependent upon the altitude of the sun. We do not know our own Sanskriti. So therefore our Purvaj is to have heavy lunch and they used to have only 2 meals. आप किसी से भी पूछो जो किसान जब लंच करता था सुबह नहीं लंच करता था तो he used to have his lunch at about 11:30 when the sun is very hot and his wife is to make a nice meal and is to go to the farm and then both of them is to share the meal. So why it is? Because as the altitude of the sun comes up, there is a lot of garmi, heat, and because of the heat, what are the 3 ways of heat transfer? Conduction, convection, radiation. So when the sun is hot, the earth is hot, your belly is also hot. The jathar, जो पेट के अंदर जो जठर होता है वो भी गर्म होता है. So digestion is much faster. There's a doctor amongst us, she will agree on this. So therefore, you should have a good hearty meal, that is your lunch. Your dinner should be as light as possible and preferably it should be before sunset actually. That is what our Sanskriti told us. And the breakfast should be somewhat 1 dosa, 1 masala dosa is good enough for a breakfast. Okay? So get up early, it's a damn good habit, and make your bed. Do not allow your parents to touch your bed. As soon as you get up, make your bed. As soon as you get up, pull your bed sheet, put your pillow cover properly and make your room. And you see the difference in your habit. You'll become a better person and better because they come free. We need to smile a lot because both things is free. I was just watching Dr. What's her name, ma'am? Mandini Matangi. When she was interacting with the parents and children, 90%, 95% of the time she was smiling. Okay, and when she was smiling, everybody was smiling. So there is an instant jadoo in a smile. You should smile a lot and you'll be happy. So it comes freely. And practice safety. We are not a safe nation. Same Indians, when they go abroad, they are safe. But Indians inside India are not safe. So I will not take time, but it's like a basic human need. Roti, kapada, makan, fresh hawa, fresh air and safety. Clothing, shelter, food, fresh air, fresh water and safety. These are your basic human need. Please treat safety as a human need. That's all. Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity for being here. Thank you, children. You were really good, very positive. Thank you for the patient hearing. Thank you, parents, and thank you, volunteers, and all the teachers. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
It was our immense pleasure and privilege to have you with us, sir. Moving on, May I now humbly request a commanding officer, Mr. Ashutosh Pandey, sir.
Only one thought I want to leave with you. All of you are at a stage where you leave your schools, go to your colleges. After your colleges, you'll probably get a job outside in some bigger city, or probably go to a Western country where you work. Please remember the place where you are. We are sitting in Vivekananda's institute. One thing which you must remember from Vivekananda's life is, Vivekananda gave a very famous speech in Chicago. Please remember what happened when he gave that speech. He gave that speech in a year when the Britishers were ruling this country. When in the 1893, in that period, the Britishers were almost gods in India. People used to fall on their feet. People used to think what Britishers are doing is something very great. At that stage, Swami Vivekananda went to Chicago, a different country, a different place, and spoke about the roots and cultures of Hindu tradition. So my only point to you is, always remember your roots in life. No matter how big a job you get, no matter how big a city you go, do not worry about your friends not doing what you're doing. Do not worry about somebody else saying that why are you putting on a tika. Do not worry about why somebody is questioning you of doing a small kumkum or making a small deepam in front of your house. Please remember your roots. India is a growing country. 2047 we aim to be a Viksit Bharat. It is us who has to contribute collectively. If Swami Vivekananda in 1893, when the country was being ruled, had that thought, it is for us to continue that thought. We are morally obliged to take pride in our culture and tradition, no matter where you are, no matter which place, which city. You could be a corporate head 20 years later. But if your culture and tradition tells you to put on a tika, if your culture and tradition tells you to touch the feet of your parents when you see them, please do that. Never forget, never hesitate. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the words, and I hope the future generation will carry it forward. Now, may I kindly request revered Swami Satyagnanandaji Maharaj, who is the Adhyaksha of Sri Ramakrishna Mutt, Chennai, who is currently serving as this Adhyaksha, and he is also well known for his service activities to poor in the most remote areas, whereas Maharaj also served before heading the Chennai Mutt. And just to mention an example, though many years before, he was also serving as Natrampalli, where every villager knows his name and his contribution. May I now request Maharaj to kindly give his benedictory address to the students and parents.
எல்லோருக்கும் வணக்கம். இந்த சம்ஸ்கார் 2025 முதல்ல அந்த வீடியோவில் பார்த்ததில் உங்கள் பர்ஃபார்மன்ஸஸ் உங்களுக்கு என்ன சொல்லி கொடுத்தாங்க எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சது. ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம். நிறைய சொல்லி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. உங்களுக்கு நிறைய இன்புட்ஸ் இந்த கொஞ்ச நாட்களில். அதுக்கு உங்களை அனுப்பிச்சதுக்கு உங்கள் பேரண்ட்ஸுக்கு முதல்ல தேங்க்ஸ் சொல்கிறேன். ஏன்னா அவங்க நல்ல இடத்த செலக்ட் பண்ணி உங்கள் குழந்தைங்கள அனுப்பிச்சதுக்கு உங்களுக்கு நன்றி. மாணவர்கள் நீங்கள் அமைதியாக இருந்து இதெல்லாம் இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை பார்க்குறதே ஒரு பெரிய இதுதான். அடக்க ஒடுக்கமாக பார்க்குறீங்க. பஜன்ஸ் அவங்க பாடும்போது நீங்கள் பாடினது ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருந்தது. எல்லோரும் இந்த ஒரு ஷார்ட் பீரியடில் நல்ல ஒரு இதை கற்றுக்கிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. அதனால் உங்களுக்கு நல்ல எனர்ஜி இருக்குது, நல்லா கற்றுக்க முடியும். அப்புறம் நம்ம சீஃப் கெஸ்ட்டுக்கு we are very thankful, sir, for your wonderful advice to all the students, because words coming from you is very, they will take it forward definitely. So we are thankful to you, both of you, sir. Thank you. இங்கே கீழே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு விவேகானந்தர் சிலை ஒன்று பெருசாக நின்றுட்டு இருக்கும். அதை சுற்றி 4 இருக்கும், பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. 4 சிலை. அதில் ஒன்றில் போட்டிருக்கோம், ஒரு மனுஷன் தன்னுடைய உருவத்தை தானே செதுக்கிற மாதிரி. அதில் என்ன எழுதியிருக்குன்னா, அது உன்னுடைய எதிர்காலத்தை நீங்களே உருவாக்குகிறீர்கள். அது இன்னும் அழகாக சிலையும் நானே சிற்பியும் நானே. நான் தான் சிலை, நான் தான் சிற்பி. அந்த சிலை பாதி உடல் மாத்திரம்தான் இருக்கும், தன்னை பாதி செதுக்கிட்டு இருக்கிற மாதிரி அந்த சிலை இருக்கும். கீழே போய் பாருங்கள், அது ரொம்ப இன்ஸ்பைரிங். யூ ஆர் தி கிரியேட்டர் ஆஃப் யுவர் ஓன் டெஸ்டினி. ஸோ இந்த பருவம் உங்களுக்கு இயற்கையே நிறைய சக்தியை கொடுக்கும். அவங்க 60 கிலோமீட்டர் செங்கல்பட்டுலேருந்து வந்து அந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட் இங்கே 5 மணி நேரம் இருந்து திருப்பி போகிறான்னா அவளுக்கு நிறைய சக்தி வேணும், இங்கே எனர்ஜி இருக்கணும். திருப்பி வீட்டுக்கு போய் அவங்க ஹோம்ஒர்க் எதாவது கொடுத்தாங்கன்னா அதையும் அவங்க பண்ண வேண்டியிருக்கும். ஸோ இந்த பருவத்தில் உங்களுக்கு இயற்கையே நிறைய சக்தி கொடுக்குது. அது எதுக்கு உங்களுக்கு சக்தி கொடுக்குது? இந்த பருவம் எல்லாரும் வயசானெல்லாம் அது கிடைக்காது. காரணம் உங்களை உருவாக்கிக்கிறதுக்கு. நிறைய நேரம் உங்களால் படிக்க முடியும், நிறைய நேரம் உங்களால் விளையாட முடியும். இப்போ இவ்வளோ டீச்சிங் இன்றைக்கி நிறைய உங்களுக்கு அட்வைஸ் கொடுத்துக்கிட்டே இருந்தாங்க. வயசானவங்களால் அதை அவ்வளோ வாங்க முடியாது, உங்களால் வாங்க முடியும், அதனால தான் கொடுக்குறாங்க. ஸோ யூ ஆர் கோயிங் டு கிரியேட் யுவர் ஓன் ஃப்யூச்சர். திஸ் இஸ் த ரைட் டைம். ஸோ யூ ஆர் தி கிரியேட்டர் ஆஃப் யுவர் ஓன் டெஸ்டினி. சிலையும் நானே சிற்பியும் நானே. கீழே அதை பாருங்க. ஸோ உங்களுக்கு நல்ல இன்புட்ஸ் இருக்குது. நீங்கள் உங்களை நல்லா உருவாக்கி இந்த அந்த சிலை நல்லா வர்றதும் வராததும் உங்கள் கையில் தான் இருக்குது. முன்னாலெல்லாம் சொல்ல ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் இல்லைன்னு சொல்லலாம், இப்போல்லாம் நல்ல ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி. இன்னும் உங்களை மாதிரி ஒரு சம்மர் கேம்பெல்லாம் நான் அட்டன் பண்ணதே கிடையாது. எங்களுக்கெல்லாம் அந்த வாய்ப்பே கிடைக்கல. உங்களுக்கு ஒரு ஷார்ட் பீரியடில் எல்லாத்துலேயும் எக்ஸ்போஷர் அது நல்லா அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஆகையினால உங்கள் சரித்திரத்தை நீங்கள் தான் படைக்க போகிறீங்க. உங்களுக்கு அதற்காக நிறைய வசதிகள் உங்கள் பெற்றோர்களும் பண்ணி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க, சமுதாயமும் பண்ணியது. ஸோ be responsible and build a strong future for you and for the nation. Thank you.
Thank you, Maharaj, for your benedictory address. And now it's time to felicitate our chief guest. To do the honors, may I request revered Swami Satyagnanandaji Maharaj to kindly distribute a token of gratitude to our chief guest. Thank you, Maharaj, for doing the honors. May I now ask our chief guest to kindly honor our revered Swamiji. Now it's time to felicitate our instructors and volunteers. To do the honors, may I now call upon our revered Swamiji to distribute the books to the volunteers and to the instructors. In no particular order, may I call upon Srimati Vijayashri to kindly come and receive it. Srimati Varsha Sundararajan. Dr. Matangi. Srimati Uma Sharwani. Srimati Nirmala. Kumari Niveda. So apart from the above, there were few more instructors who couldn't make it with us today, but still I take this opportunity to thank them all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Maharaj, for doing the honors. Now it's time to distribute the certificates to the participants of the summer camp. To do the honors, may I request our chief guest for the day to kindly distribute the certificates. In no particular order, Anmol Sudan. Darshani R. Diya Shri. Hamrish. Heshant. Hiba. Janavi. Janita. Janavi. Janani. Janani V. Kritika. Krishita. Madheshwar. Madhushri. Meghna. Mridula. Murari, Nandini, Navadipika, Nivedita, Pirai Sudan, Prahalad, Rudrini, Saimuri, Sanjay Aditya, Sharada, Sarvesh, Shakti Srinivas, Shivani, Shivani, Sujay, Vijay Lakshmi, Yamini, Yogeshwar, Shrivani, Suresh Kumar, Dikshita, Kishore, and Ashish Prasad. Thank you, sir, for doing the honors. Moving on, now we'll have the vote of thanks delivered by Brahmachari Vanishya Chaitanya Maharaj, who is the director of Vivekananda Cultural Center.
नमः श्री यतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे ஸ்ரீ குருப்யோ நமஹ. அனைவருக்கும் காலை வணக்கம். குட் மார்னிங் டு எவ்ரி ஒன். ஸோ ஐ எம் வெரி ஹாப்பி that on our invitation, our Fortnaji, that is Sri Satish Shanai ji, had come and accepted our consent, all the all efforts which we took, and immediately responded to it, and he has come for this program, for which I heartily thank him. And our Ashutosh Pandeyji, who assisted even on the first day of our summer camp as well as today, who has spent the time here and given you valuable suggestions. And I also thank our revered Swami Satyajnananji Maharaj, who is Adhyaksha of our Ramakrishna Mutt, Chennai, and this Vivekananda house and the cultural center is a part or a unit of the Mutt, and who has graciously been here throughout this program and blessed you, for which I thank Maharaj. The most important three people or three categories whom I would like to thank is the parents who chose this place, then our loving kids, though some of them were not really interested, but they developed the interest, for which I thank them specially. And then is the most important, so in other words we call them as resources, but we seek or we call them as volunteers. They have enough work to do for themselves, but just out of love, out of service attitude, they have given their best to this 20 days summer camp, for which I thank them from my team of VCC as well as you people. So let us give them big rounds of applause. Now coming to some more few important people, that is, first and foremost is the delicious food every day, who made it, the cook and those assistant, and then who served it to you, those volunteers, and our admission office, as well as all the volunteers and the staff members, all my team, I call it as in one word, our VCC team has dedicated in these 20 days, without which, though we were pushing them just, hey, ulla ponga shigram, next, we were pushing them, we know it, but still they all coordinated, by which out of these all 20 days learnings surely will give you a guiding force, as our Anmol has started writing his journal, maintaining journal. I hope all of you also will start taking all these inputs, applying it in your own life, and become good citizens. I think I have already given enough advices and as well as many learnings in the past few classes. So I thank one and all who have gathered in this program. So from myself, our administration and our VCC team, I thank one and all present here. Let us give everybody a good round of applause. Now, just to mention few things, already we saw our whole of the journey of this Samskar 2025, where we found in the video so many activities. Within the 20 days, if you can sing so good, just understand your capacity. So much potential you have, but only it has to be channelized. So our Satish ji has already gave you enough inputs. I don't know how much you could grasp it now. Anyway, your YouTube or not YouTube, in our channel, video will be available. Please go through once again. So many things sir has given you, and as well as our Ashutosh ji, who within, actually it was not in the list, but the moment I requested, he gave a solid thing in a very just just a minute of time. 100 நாள்ல விவேகானந்தர் ஒருவர் மட்டும்தான், ஒருத்தராகவே, when he can conquer a single-handed person, a personality, then can't you, if you follow the rich culture what we have, then surely what sir is telling and all the eminent persons are dreaming, it's not just dream, it is going to happen. That is Vikasita Bharat in the 2047, surely, and that time I think you will be the leading people in the society. So for which, how to set your goal, so many fun games you had, but behind which always we had some values. All our volunteers were given instructions to do, what not, etc. Everything we used to discuss and made it possible. And by all my team, this program has become a very successful. Really, it is a successful program. How I came to understand is, one is from our effort, second is the parents' feedback, and as well as your feedback. Yesterday, sir, we had yesterday a feedback session. I myself was there. So they wrote many good number of feedbacks as well as suggestions. So just I want to mention one or two just for, shall I mention? Huh? So let parents also know. I'll not mention any name. Fine? Anonymously we can just say. Okay. So, okay, one kid said that instead of giving more, only children know it, don't share it with parents. Okay. Instead of giving buttermilk, more means buttermilk. So that kid asked, you can just replace it with tea. And another kid just said that he don't want noodles. Every day some different dishes were served to them, but another kid said. Some another kid said that I don't want to mention, that's why I'm saying just kid. Okay. So no one even should suspicious, okay, this girl or boy. Okay. So another kid just said, it would be more, means from his angle he is telling, okay, it will be more fantastic program if quantity of food is served in a bigger way. Okay, fine. And another kid just said, maybe like playful activities would have been much better. And another kid said that games would have been much better than so much of talk. Another one said, means the positive side, and I was also other side I'm just taking out, which was like a little funny, but it is from their heart they expressed. So mostly what I found is gymnastic was the center of their loving part of this whole camp. So let us give the big applause to that team. I think they are not here. So the team who dedicated their time and valuable techniques. So not only that, you have learned so many things which now already you have listed and we have shown. So let us not repeat it. Only my request is, which I have already told you, but in front of parents I am telling. Now just go back and just meditate on these 20 days. You have lots of potential. Already we told that you are the creator of. Just change it to I. I am the, repeat it. And also I told you in the class how thought samskara to habit to character. So already it has been taught to you, let me not repeat, but just I am giving the glimpse that now practice it. The more you practice, surely you will be good to your parents, family, your own locality. Then you come to the district level, state level, national level and world level. You will be the fantastic citizens, human being, especially you will be the great human beings and contributor towards the society. So I thank everyone. If at all I have forgot to mention the the one who prepared buttermilk, etc. So in one word I say thank you one and all for making this program successful. So only one thing, just I want to know, if this program would have been extended to another 10 days, how many would be ready to participate wholeheartedly? மற்றவங்க கை எத்துறாங்கன்னு சொல்லி Okay, down. Now I want to know from the parents, how many would have been ready to send their kids or wards? Bah, very good. It should not be out of like வீட்டில் இருந்த தொல்லை பண்ணுவாங்கன்னு சொல்லி. Not out of that. Sir is just putting okay, let me put it into the words. So sir is asking, if the Samskar program would have been for the parents, how many would have been ready to participate? Very good. Children, give kids. Give them applause. Very good. Thank you. So this Vivekananda Culture Center is already doing lots of activities. So some of the glimpses we have given to the kids already. Culture is very important for the building the character, a strong, pure character, for which glimpses or introduction has been given in the summer camp. Now as well as we have the students, not students, but targeted or thing. Say here we are having sir lot of activities, in especially counseling is being done by the doctors, and especially our eminent Dr. Matangi madam already they have spoke with, and other resources are also there. If in case you need any parenting suggestions, etc., we have here workshops, so you can enroll for that for yourself. It's a voluntary thing. And second is for kids also we have a counseling program, mind, health, body, which we have already covered, introducing them in the camp. But if at all you want to go further, you are always welcome. So now enrolling yourself to the our camp, you have already become a part of this VCC, so you are always welcome and approach. Second is career counselings are also happening here. Whosoever is interested, they also can take the advantage of it. Not only that, you will now means your parents, your group will be merged into the alumni group. So in that you will get so many updates which are happening here. So whenever is possible, please participate and enrich yourself, not others. It will happen by itself if you just go on practicing for yourself. So I wish you all the best, kids, and as well as the parents, and I thank as well our all the team members. Without their support, probably maybe my ideas would have not come into the reality. So thank you everyone. I offer this whole camp service to the feet of Swami Vivekananda, who is the whole and soul of all of us, who let he inspire us each moment so that we go near to our divinity. Thank you. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
Thank you, Maharaj, for the vote of thanks. And to conclude the session, we shall have a group photo taken here. I request all the participants and the parents to be seated in their places while we make arrangements for the dignitaries to join the group photo.